Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Look Back, a series where I talk about reviews that I did last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and 20 years ago this week. I then talk about the games and tell you what I remember of them, if I remember them at all. So let's go back 20 years ago, not 20 weeks ago, 20 years ago. I reviewed a game called Frederikus, which you've never heard of because it's not that good of a game. It's from Mayfair. Some interesting ideas, but I ultimately called it a soulless type game, 5 out of 10. Sitting Ducks Gallery. This game has a soft spot. I mean, I'm only giving it a 6, but it has a soft spot. You have these ducks, and you're trying to shoot the ducks. It's in the category of take that cards, where you play bad cards on your other people and good cards on yourself type thing. But the Sitting Ducks thing worked well. I was amused. Boomtown. This has recently been reprinted as a game called Gold River. From Bruno Feduzzi, this is a game in which you were rolling dice. It's kind of like Catan, the card game, essentially. There's luck involved, and you're getting different cards will activate when you roll dice. So it's a kind of a precursor to the Machi Koro, Space Base, all that stuff. 7.5. And For Sale. For Sale has only gotten better for me over the last 20 years. What an amazing game. If I have 6 people and we don't know what to do, For Sale is almost always one that we will choose. 9 out of 10. 10 years ago, I played Dragon Farkle. It's like Farkle, but with special powers. That's better than Farkle. Farkle's bad, but not that much better. It's a 6. It was okay. 2 Rooms and a Boom. So it's interesting that this came out 10 years ago. So you see different social deduction games kind of make a splash. Werewolf ruled the roost for a while. Then Resistance came out. And then nowadays it's Blood on the Clock Tower. But in between Blood on the Clock Tower and Resistance was 2 Rooms and a Boom. This one is one of the more unique ones. This one is still getting played, where you have 2 rooms and you're trying to, get your assassin in with the opponent's president or whatever the rules are based on the very many different roles. But it needs to be kickstarted to some degree. Like, you need to get it going, the game, and it's a little more obtuse than the other ones, but I give that it's unique. I enjoyed it. I don't know how often I would play it these days, but it was fun. 7 out of 10. The World of Smog on Her Majesty's Service. This is from Simon, a very steampunky game, but also Euro-style game. 7 out of 10. And Artifacts Inc. So weird to think this came out 10 years ago. From Red Raven Games, Ryan Lockett. A fun little dice rolling style game. 7.5. 5 years ago, I reviewed Hasty Baker, a terrible game about making terrible foods. Well, you're making foods. I don't know if they're terrible, but the game isn't good. 3 out of 10. Court of the Dead Dark Harvest. Wow, was I so annoyed with how bad this game was. 3 out of 10 again. Just, this game has really got lambasted on the internet for good reason. There's just so much nonsense in it. Dark cards. They were really banking on a theme. Not a good game. Pendulum. So this came from Stegmaier Games. And this is the kind of game that I've dropped my rating on this because I just don't ever see myself playing again. I like many of the ideas in it, but the speed thing just really doesn't work. This is one of the games that Stegmaier Games does not talk about very much because it just did not do very well. Just not a great game. 5 out of 10. Rose Ceremony. This is The Bachelor, giving a rose to people. I hate that whole situation. But this game was actually an amusing little game from Blue Orange Games. 7 out of 10. Munchkin Dungeon. So Munchkin Dungeon is essentially Munchkin the board game. A couple designers, including Eric Lang, worked on this. It has nice miniatures. I have a really nice painted version of this in the Dice Style Library, and I keep it there because I enjoy it. It takes a lot of the stuff from Munchkin. It's still there, but now there's a board, and you're moving up rooms trying to get to the end to fight the monster. It's more focused, ends quicker. 7 out of 10. Imperial Struggle. This was a reprint of Twilight Struggle. Not a reprint. A follow-up to Twilight Struggle, but it's based in the early 1800s instead. I like it. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's very highly rated by the people who enjoy it. It is very deep, very involved, just as involved in Twilight Struggle. I don't like it as much as Twilight Struggle because I like the communism versus freedom style theming of Twilight Struggle. I could relate to it more. This one is a little bit more obtuse to get into, so there's that. Shalalia Warring States. This was the first game, I believe, that I played from Bad Comet. Bad Comet, a Korean company, comes out with a great game every year, and we'll be reviewing one of those, or have already reviewed one on our channel just recently. Shallow Waters. But this one here was a unique idea where you have a bunch of, you're building, it's almost like Warcraft, the card game, and I liked it a lot. A good 2 or 3 player game. 7 out of 10. Animix, another blue-orange game, an abstract one. You have these animals, and you're trying to move them around in these rows and columns and capture them, and they all have different special abilities, and it just worked really well. 7.5. Barbarians: The Invasion. This is from Tabula. And Tabula games always look different than they play. You look at it, it's like, Barbarians! But it's kind of a unique Euro-style game. You have these concentric rings that you can kind of spin, and then you're taking actions on the different rings, placing your workers there to fight on a map and stuff. There is some of that, warriors on a map type situation, but I like it, an 8 out of 10. And Undaunted Normandy, what a fantastic game. Still just a clean system, a new system that introduced deck building, some dice rolling into a good war game. I like it a lot, 8.5. Last year I reviewed Druids of the Elements, a very boring looking, boring playing game from Rio Grande, unfortunately. 5 out of 10. I just wanted it to be a good game, but even despite the fact that Rio Grande games never look that great, this one also just played so slowly. I Heart Manatees. My daughter loves manatees, and so she was a target audience for this, and it worked really well. It's a nice game to play with people who don't play a lot of board games. The theme is cute, and it works well. 7.5. And Coyote. This is the Heidelberg version of Coyote, a reprint. This is a classic game where everyone can see your card but you, and then it's a little bit like Liar's Dice where you're guessing the total number. I think it works really well. This added a few rules that have been added, like an extra card no one knows in the middle. I enjoyed it. 8 out of 10. There you go, folks. All the reviews I did 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. Thanks for watching. I'm Tom Vasel, and this is Look Back on the Dice Tower. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.